Attorneys can be cold as fuck. All right, so hey, this is how to get you what you want from what I did today in 10 minutes. I ain't even got my calendar up, man. All right, got up, but did not work out. But we're gonna talk about what I did today and what you can learn from that, man, to get exactly what you want. Why am I going onto the property? All right, so how you doing today? How you doing? I feel like I got a talk show in this piece. All right, so I stayed up late as fuck, like I'm doing today, but I ain't gonna stay up that late. I stayed up to 8 p.m. yesterday. Well, kind of today. We're gonna say today because I haven't went to sleep yet. Got an hour's worth of sleep. Then I got up at 9 a.m. to study. Always learning, staying focused, and taking action. All right, so I studied more about finding the who, and it got more specific. And it's training that I bought, whatever. And I really, really thoroughly and like the training I got. It's dope because it's worth way more than I paid. I only paid like $149. But going through the training, dude was like, act as if you paid $100,000 for this training, and I see why. Getting taught by 2 millionaires. Sometimes I hate saying that. It sounds so cliche. 2 millionaires, but they made multiple $1 million. One of them made over $100 million. The other one, I don't know, several million, I guess. And they're training us how to do shit and kick ass. All right, so I was studying finding the who, and I freaking loved it. I never got any kind of training like this before. I'm freaking pumped, and I'm glad I got my ass up at 9 a.m. with an hour of sleep to get down to the dirty. All right, so that was I did that from 9 to 11. I had to meet 2 buyers over at a property I got on a contract last week. And I don't know, they seemed like they was playing good cop, bad cop. One dude, I let him in the property. The property needed a whole lot of work. It's one of my worst properties. It need freaking everything, but the worst part, it got a leaky roof in the back. They added addition. Them additions, when people add on to the house and don't do a good job on the roof, that is, woo. Man, roof problems be the worst problems. That and foundation. And yeah, I don't know about this. So I only got on contract for 2,000. I'm asking 5,500, somewhere around there, best offer. But whatever I can get is cool with me. I kind of don't. I hope don't nobody that buy off of me see this, but I hope that if I get $500, I'll be cool with that because it's just that kind of deal. Sometimes you run into them. All right, so yeah. And let me say this, man, because I'm sure you're going to get some value. I've never heard no other person that talk on video format mention nothing like this. These cash buyers, man, they come in all forms, shapes, and sizes. So beware of that. I told you the other couple of days on these videos on how to get what you want, that, it can get pretty ugly, but today was more light, like more arrogance. One of the good bad cops, he was just really arrogant. Like, I buy a house a week now, blah, 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 blah. I don't know. I'm just cocky and arrogant. And people with money be cocky and arrogant. It's crazy. I used to be like that. I used to be cocky and arrogant. I did this and I flipped this house and this. I pretty much, unless I want to try to motivate somebody, or I don't really do it to brag no more. Like that's lame. How and when friends and influence people taught me that shit. All right, so let me see. That was 11. 2 o'clock. Let's get to the mean attorney and the fake clone. It wasn't that she was mean. It was just like, okay, 2 o'clock. The fake closing, that's what I call 2 o'clock. If I was to put a story behind it and add it to the book, it was a fake closing. I was supposed to close on 2 houses today. I only closed on one. We're gonna talk about the first. I was supposed to close on 1 and 2, and then back to back one at 3. All right, so my title company called me. We conversed. I don't know who called who to see what was going on with how much I had to bring to the. I know it's gonna be like 5,500 somewhere around there. She was saying, but she told me that when we close, it's gonna be that. But we talked before the 2:00, and she said we ain't even got to close because shit, the attorney ain't got all the paperwork in. So I don't know what's going on attorneys end. These attorneys be acting so professional. They got that title of attorney. They goes to their head, man. They just be thinking they like God, like for real. Sometimes they got that God swag to them, and I don't know. That kind of irritate me. But you got to work with them to get certain deals done. Like I couldn't do it without her. Like I can't go around her. You'll find that your sellers, when you come to them to buy a house without an attorney, they depend on you for leadership. But when an attorney get involved, they depend on that attorney for leadership. So basically, you gotta do whatever it takes to not necessarily kiss an attorney's ass, but you gotta be nice and how to win friends and influence people type of personality. And I was whipping that on her when we finally did meet. Let me back up a little bit. Met up in the parking lot to go to the attorney at the attorney's building to go in there. I seen the seller. He was looking sad, depressed, looking down, slumped. And I started asking him questions, talking to him, kicking the wise they blew about how his day was and all that. And I got to the heart of it when we got inside. And we got inside, sat down. And we just started talking. And I was like, man, what's going on? Cheer up. And there was some candy on the table. You want some candy, man? Here goes some candy, just casual conversation. It's like, man, is it that obvious? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, I thought, you'd be happy, to getting this house going. Cause I could tell it was a burden, motivated seller nugget. All right. So, he was like, yeah, I'm glad I want to finally get this over with. But, to be honest with you, all this has been like a pain for me because, my mom, she was in the house, she had dementia, and I was trying to get her signed over the paperwork so we wouldn't have these problems. See, his mom signed over the paperwork, I'd be buying the house from him, and he would be getting the money. We wouldn't have to deal with the attorney. But since she didn't, she had dementia, and he couldn't get her to sign the paperwork. That's what he was telling me. The state got involved. The insurance company and its attorney got involved. And so they put a $30,000 lien on the property, and then they reduced that lien to $10,000. And then I offered $5,000, and they took it. But basically, he's not getting nothing for the house. He had to keep the house up, keep the house from getting took from the insurance company, and all this crap. And he's just tired and aggravated. And of course, he lost his mom recently, so the whole ordeal is just taking a toll on his emotional state. And I felt him, what I'm saying? And I told him, like, I recently lost a father, and I had something similar happen, where my dad owed more to the mortgage company than the house was worth. And this is the house I grew up in, and so I could relate, and that's what you got to do, man. You got to open up your heart, to people and really try to comfort them, and not to get over them, but, to really fucking have an ear and have a heart, you know what I'm saying? So, we had a 2:00. We got there early, both of us. And, I noticed that, okay, of course, the the attorney and her assistant, of course, they're not the same nationality as we are. So I'm gonna leave it at that. So we had a 2:00. We're there before 2, walk in like 10 minutes before 2. We sit down in the sit down area, and we're having this conversation. And some more people that are not the same color as me and him are walk in, and they immediately go to the attorney's office. We had to sit there and wait, and the 2:00 come, and 2:05 come, and a few minutes after that come, and we still haven't been waiting on. The attorney's son popped in, and so he got privilege over our time, which I didn't feel a certain. I guess I did feel a certain kind of way about that because I'm bringing it up, but I got that kind of vibe, is what I'm saying, that she really don't care about us, or not necessarily our kind, but she don't really care. She wants the money, and I feel a certain kind of way about that. And I'm still, if the opportunity presents itself, gonna get maybe some, not necessarily push deals to her, but if she has other people that might want to sell her house this way, I'll take them, or I would do them. But I just really didn't. It just, that the whole situation just rubbed me the wrong way. And then when I come to find out, the people that walked in there was actually her son, and I kind of understand that her son would get first priority. He came from out of town, and he just popped in on his mom, and he had brought some other people, whatever. But she had an appointment with us. She'd probably feel a certain kind of way if we came late, like 15 minutes late to our appointment. So how could you, even though it's family, why would you, allow a personal situation to interrupt our time together? I don't know. How do you feel about that? Like, should I feel a certain kind of way about that? Leave a comment in the comment section, even if it is family. That was during our block of time. And then what she didn't know is I had a closing right after. So I had to immediately after that appointment, I had to go straight to another appointment, which could have pushed my time back. But you know what? Come to find out, I didn't even have to be there, because I was supposed to. I thought I was, and he thought we were closing today. He wanted to be done with this property, and oh shoot, I didn't even set the timer, and I think we about probably 10 minutes in. Alexa, set timer for 10 minutes.
10 minutes starting now.
All right, so yeah, so we get it. They leave. She have us come in, and she didn't even like look at me or nothing. She didn't like acknowledge me, and I thought that was weird. So she definitely has not read How to Win Friends and Influence People. I know for a fact. That's what I love about books. You can tell who read what by what they do. It's kind of cool. All right, so yeah, so she was just real cold and standoffish, and she didn't even know what the hell was going on with what. She didn't have nothing for him to sign. I guess she might have wanted just to know that I was serious about buying. I assured her that I am, and if she had some more, she could send them my way. And she like kind of reluctantly took my card, and I don't know, just the whole situation was awkward. It just felt like she didn't vibe, and I was doing all the techniques, you know what I'm saying? All the techniques that I knew, but it's just some people, I got the vibe she didn't really want to deal too much with Archon. That's the vibe. Maybe I'm reading it wrong. Maybe she just didn't know us. I don't know, but I just feel like if that's your client, you would treat your client a little bit better, because he didn't have a heart. I mean, he was down and out, and I could tell why she couldn't tell. She acted like she didn't care. He was saying, man, I'm not getting a dime from this. And she knows that. And I could hear the pain in his voice. And I just wanted to throw him some money for real. And I'm pretty sure I will at the closing. But she told him that at the closing, just to do whatever my title company says, which he should have did in the first place, and close with me once the house is in his name. Because right now he's just the executor estate. And the house, he has no power, but they're going to put the house in his name so that I can buy it. And today they didn't have all that paperwork together to give to my title company so that he can close with my title company. So she's just in there for the money, and just she ain't doing shit, like, for real. I mean, for real, she's just a high paid person in the way, like, for real. So yeah, I just didn't get a good vibe. And me and him talked about that on the way out. Like, dude, she ain't got no heart. She like, that shit was so cold, bro. And so yeah, I felt his pain. And he was talking about, and putting, because he's up in age too, he said he's gonna put his house in his daughter's name now, that she don't have to go through what he went through with his mom, with going through, probate, and getting a lien on the house, so that his daughter can move on with the house and collect the money, and not have these like greedy people and greedy everybody in the pot, and you end up with nothing, man. I hate how that is for people, man. It's just, I mean, what you don't know can hurt you. That's why I'm doing what it takes to learn this shit now. Um, and hopefully the nuggets that I give you can get you there too. All right, so that was around 2ish. Then I went ahead to my 3 o'clock closing. That was at the seller's property. I posted a little bit about it. I even did a fly on the walls type situation where I just had my camera at the closing table and you just kind of see what I was doing. That closing went smooth as yeah, that went smooth as the baby's bottom. It went smooth, real smooth. But you can see that in that video if you're on the Quick Flipper fan page. All right, go ahead. You can click a link if you're on YouTube. Like, subscribe, give me some hearts, likes, appreciate it. Share if you feel like somebody else can get value from something like this. All right, I went to the bank, cashed the check, and celebrated. I didn't even tell you I had a Quick Flipper student with me. So she got to learn the ins and outs of what's going on, and she learned a lot, and I was happy to share with her. And we had a good time. She helped out and learned some new things. All right, so that's when I talked after 8. I talked to sellers and buyers to about 7. I still got people hit me about the house. I told them it's sold, it's done. We sold it today. Sent them over to the other house I got in the neighborhood. That one's a little bit more beat up, so a lot of people was rejecting that one. But it should go. I don't care if I get whatever for it. Like I told you, it don't even matter. As long as I get 5,000, I'm cool. I hope don't nobody see this video that will buy it though. All right, so but oh yeah. And between 7, between that time and 7, I end up getting another house under contract. Ding ding ding. I'm happy about this one. This one's gonna stretch me a little bit. Got on contract for $5,000. The market value fix up is $66,000. So I'm happy about that. It's one of the highest price ARVs I've ever had. Yeah, because before that, I think the highest ARV was like 45,000 or something like that. All right, so I did that before 7, and so I had a 7 o'clock appointment to do some stuff that don't generate as much income. In this game, you got to be conscious of your time, like Netflix and playing video games. You got to be conscious of your time. Like we only got 80 summers till we out of here. Average 80 summers, and time is real precious. Even 15, 30 minutes of your time wasted could be you making $1,000 to $10,000 by a couple phone call conversations you could have had, or shopping the block and doing something. Like every minute can cost you, so you got to watch that time. Your time you got to watch it very, very closely, and I'm conscious of that now. But I actually wasted a lot of time. From 7, I scheduled a photo shoot. If you didn't know, I am a photographer because I love it. But I'm making it more of a hobby, and it used to be my mainstream income. But I switched it up and I do more of this. But people still know me as a photographer in the city, so they hit me up to shoot their photography because in their mind I still do it. And so when I tell them like I really don't do that, I haven't really done it in months and years, they're like flabbergasted because I've been doing it for the last 10 years, like consistently, like every day. And so I really slow down. I might take on a client or two every now and then. And I took on one today, and it cost me so much time. And I see why my income, when I made that my main priority, and or try to juggle both real estate and photography, how my income was falling off. Because photography, your clients can only go and pay you like about $50 an hour. With real estate, you can make thousands of bucks an hour. You can see that my last deal, I didn't spend too much time on it, and it probably averaged out, I could do the math, about $100 an hour I made. It only took me a week to flip, and I didn't put a lot of time into it. Probably about 16 hours max into it, and it wasn't hard work. It was more just marketing and going to talk to the seller and driving over to the property and showing it a couple times. and get and dude, if you notice, that property was the one that dude wanted to get, that said, I will kill you. That dude, he wasted 2 or 3 hours of my time. You feel me? So that was included. Dude, that's what I was trying to tell him in so many words. You're costing me money. You can keep your whatever gas money, lunch money you want to give me, but you're costing your okay. I was trying to tell him that he's cost my whatchamacallit, and I got the tag in the front. I couldn't even see me. My screen had went blank, but I was trying to tell him that you're costing me money by me sitting here running here to the house, and you ain't putting no earnest money, running over to 20 minutes away to a Walmart, then you telling me to run to the mall. You costing me money, bro. Just, you got to be conscious of your time and people that waste your time, and know that you are worth more, so yeah, position yourself to be able to be worth more and be conscious of your time, is, I guess, is the tip I would give myself 10 years ago, because I didn't get that back in the day. All right, so let me see. I did a family photo family shoot. It was with my guy family, and it just wasted a whole lot of time. I ended up with that photo shoot for 8 hours. 1 hour we spent around looking for the dog that ran out the door while I was bringing my equipment in. The dog ran around the neighborhood, would not come back. We sent 2 cars out, my car, their car. Alexa, stop timer. Alexa, stop timer. And I'm gonna wrap this up because it's late / early. I need to get a little bit of sleep so I can get up and study some more. But yeah, that dog ran away. We was running up and down the neighborhoods, walking, driving, looking, talking to neighbors, seeing if they seen the dog. Finally got the dog back. That was about an hour, probably longer than that. I lost track of time. And then did the photo shoot. That took an hour. It was nice pictures turned out. Then the editing process, the way I edited over 60 pictures, each one at a time. I didn't even realize it took me 8 hours to do that. I was over there, this family, it went like a regular client, where I was over there till like 3 a.m. We ordered a pizza, kind of chilled out. It was nice chilling with family, but now I'm like extra sleepy. So it's gonna throw off my day for tomorrow. See, get it? My time is being altered, which is gonna affect my pockets, especially if I overslept, which I'm not, but I'm going to be extra sleepy, which might throw my day off. I might miss a deal or not be on my 100% game. Like, I was thinking to myself, and I might have heard it somewhere, like, whatever business you in, you got to play it like you playing in it, practicing for the NBA. That's why I kind of be like, shame on me, because you need your energy. I need to be working out. I notice when I work out consistently, I get energy. It's like your body tries to bounce back to balance the strain on it, whatever. You stretching yourself. And I get more energy and I get deeper sleep when I work out. So me not working out on the regular, I'm getting lighter sleep. And it's working in reverse. So it's like, how can I get myself to be the ultimate machine, like the Michael Jordan of what I do? I have to establish certain habits, like only making time for the things that are most important to my ultimate goal, if that makes sense. All right, so what's on my wall? Like, if it don't had nothing to do with that. Matter of fact, I don't know what book this is, but I ended up writing on the wall because they told actually on my mirror so I could look at it every time I brush my teeth, every time I wash my hands. It say something. Let me get it right. Until your one thing is done, everything else is a distraction. That's what I read in my mirror every day. Until your one thing is done, everything else is a distraction. And that's the way successful people play it, yo. Everything else, if it don't involve you getting your next check or to get to your next goal, whatever that is, everything else is a distraction. And that's what I believe. I know where I want to be. And if people aren't supporting me in that path, it's hard to say. It can be hard or a challenge to say no, But that's something I need to do. Every no, every yes that you give to somebody else means a no to your dreams. And it means a no to the lifestyle that you want, because you said yes. It equals like a whole lot of no's. No to whatever it is that you're going for. And you got to reset to get back to that. And it take too much time. So I be conscious of what I say yes to now. And so that's something I would tell myself 10 years ago. All right. Let me see. Let me see. Yeah. So I got to watch my time, and I got to work on getting quality sleep. So what I want you to do, I know you probably won't see this because it's late, and I know a lot of people sleep, probably got to work and stuff like that, get up and go to work, so they probably sleep now. But whenever you see this, because ain't nobody on right now, but I'm putting this on YouTube, and I'm sure some people see it on Facebook. I want you to comment, what did you learn today? Whether it's on this little program or anything else you learned, comment in this comment section. What did you learn today? If you're looking for a quick flipper mentor, holla at me. We can talk about it. Inbox me something about the opening classes back up. Like, sharing on Facebook, subscribe if you're on YouTube, and stay focused. Learn something all the time and take action. Yeah. Ow! I gotta go get some sleep.